welcome to my channel. So this isn't like my new filming space, but we actually just finished setting up the babies area today. I feel like it's still missing like one more thing, so I'm probably going to put something in between. I'll kind of like move so you can see it. So there's our mini diaper genie, our changing pad, my headband is on it, and then just like our little decor. I'm going to do a nursery tour. It's not really a nursery tour because technically we're sharing the room with the baby. And I wanted to do like a room share video because obviously we live in a one-bedroom apartment, but we would be room sharing anyways, regardless, because, I don't know, we were always planning on co-sleeping, and it just so happens that we don't have extra space for the baby. We have like a den area where their dresser is and stuff, but yeah. Anyways, that's besides the point, but I wanted to do one because I feel like all the ones I see are just for like single parents and the baby, and that's like not us. We have a lot more things. You know, we're a married couple, we need more space, and then adding a baby to it, it's a lot. But today I wanted to film my 32 to 36 week update. I try to wait till I go to my last appointment so that it's like the most accurate for you guys. And I have my pregnancy journal here so that I can, sorry, I'm super out of breath. So that I can like make sure I'm remembering the symptoms and everything. So from 32 to 34 weeks, we had one appointment. Before this, it was every 4 weeks, and then it became every 2 weeks, and now it'll be every week. But I still like doing the 4-week updates because I just feel like it makes the most sense. And it, like, I don't know, I feel like I can get the best information into that time. So, let's see. So as far as 32 to 34 weeks, my symptoms have been waking up hungry. I've had like a lot of sharp pains like in my like pubic areas, like all of a sudden. More Braxton Hicks, especially at night, from 32 to 34 weeks especially, and then a lot of pressure, like head pressure from the baby. And then my body just felt more stiff, just like, for instance, if I like move my leg a certain way during my sleep, it'll wake me up because it'll start cramping. I do have my calcium magnesium tea. It's actually right there on my back area, which I drink every night now. So the magnesium is supposed to help with not letting your body tense up like that, I believe. And then the calcium, of course, is for the baby's bones. And that's a lot of the time I think why you end up cramping is because your body is like losing its calcium. It's being pulled. So we were measuring 36 weeks. So the other midwives kept measuring me at 32 weeks, and I was like, this is so weird. I've been measuring ahead. So when we got like to our the midwife we had this time, she was like, I don't know if you had like a huge growth spurt or what, but and the whole time she was like, this baby is all legs. Like, this is a long baby. And she was asking, like, how much did you, like, weigh? How much did your husband weigh? How long were you guys? My husband, I may have said this in other videos, my husband was 24 inches at birth, and he weighed 7 pounds, 3 ounces, which isn't that huge, but he was super long. And he's a foot taller than me. I was only 18 inches at birth, and I weighed 6 pounds, 8 ounces. So, my husband like really wants like a chubby baby, and I don't think this baby's gonna be quite chubby. They are gonna be long and skinny. The midwife was like, this is a long, skinny baby, like just under 8 pounds probably, but long. So I have gained 37 pounds at my 34-week mark. I'd gained 37 pounds and measuring 36 weeks. So from 34 to 36 weeks, I think just getting bigger just makes you, like the baby's getting so much bigger. It's still very active. A lot of people were like, oh, like the activity will decrease because there's less room and everything like that. Yeah, right. I feel like this baby is like even more like moving and just like a more normal schedule, I'd say. Like it's not just like all day. There's like some sleep cycles, but still lots of movement. And I've had a lot of symptoms from 34 to 36 weeks. Tons of acid reflux because literally my uterus is like up here already. So I have tons of acid reflux. Like when I'm laying down at night, it's just like wanting to come up. It's horrid. Nighttime nausea. They say that usually you'll start to experience like the same things you were in the beginning of your pregnancy. So I'm beyond thankful that I'm not vomiting, but I do get nauseous. Sometimes I get dizzy in the morning, which my midwife was saying it probably has to do with like not eating enough, like not necessarily like in bulk, but eating little meals throughout the day. I'm not that hungry anymore. And so she said I need to eat a little bit more, just like more constant, and that'll help with my nausea and my dizziness, and it has been so far. So lots of Braxton Hicks, less hungry, and I have more food aversions, and they're kind of like the ones that I had in the beginning. Like if I think about a certain food that like either made me sick in the beginning or I didn't like in the beginning, I will literally be like, oh, I could gag, like ugh. So it's getting so hard to sleep. Just in the middle of the night, I'll feel the baby moving, or like there'll be a weight shift and it just kills, and I'm like, do I move and risk hurting more? What do I do? Like, I just feel stuck. Like, do I move? And then trying to get up and go to the bathroom, I go like 3 to 4 times a night, and yeah, it's rough. And I'm just really sleepy. Some days I'll have more energy than others, but lately I've just been so sleepy. Like every day when P gets home, I just like get into bed with him. It's like pointless for me to try to stay up. But then I'm more productive at night. Like right now he's at work and I'm like wide awake working on this. It's hard to catch my breath, as you can tell. Sore at the bottom of my belly. Like before it was like pressure, and there's still pressure, and like when the baby starts ramming, I'm like, oh my gosh, ow. Like you're gonna burst my water, it feels like. But I like the bottom of my belly, under my belly button, in between like my like pubic area and my belly button, just feels like so bruised. Like it's just been beat and beat and beat, and it feels so bruised if you touch it. Ugh. So I am up 42 pounds and I'm measuring 37 weeks. So we'll see how that changes. So this next weekly appointment, I'm actually going to go see an OB that they recommend, and then I'll just talk to my midwife on the phone because they want you to see a certain OB that they are like close with in case anything happens and we do have to go hospital. We can actually have an established relationship with the with that OB. We have picked pretty much our pediatricians, I think. That has been hard for us. Just because like we were going to do interviews and everything, and now we can't, so now we need to like video chat. So I need to set that up, but we pretty much looked at a few different practices that have our insurance and have decided what we like, and have a list of questions. So by the end of the week that should be decided. We made like some birth decisions as far as like vitamin K, eye drops for the baby, and I did my Group B strep test, and that was negative, so that's awesome. I started taking my iron pills again. Trying to think of like little things. We've just been doing like immune boosting things because of this COVID-19 stuff. We've just been extra like cautious, and then extra like boosting our immune system with natural things like turmeric, ginger. We bought some turmeric ginger tea from Trader Joe's, and just like zinc, calcium, regular things. Vitamin C. So just been staying on that. What else? They asked us if we're going to circumcise if it is a boy, which we have never planned on doing and we are not going to do. So that makes it a little easier for us. But I think that's pretty much it. It has just been tough to like get stuff done. So like I have the energy sometimes, but like bending down and getting back up is so hard, or like trying to lean forward. And I feel like my hips, like at night, they pop so loud and so much because I'm having like pelvic widening, and it doesn't really hurt, but there's sometimes where like I'll sit on like you know, you sit on your legs and like it feels like my hips are just gonna like pop out and be done. So it feels like I need to be like more careful with my positioning. At this last appointment, the midwife said that like it seems like the baby's back to back with me, which is like sunny side up, which is what causes back labor. So we're trying to make sure this baby turns forward. I'm pretty sure they will. I just cannot tell what position. Like, I'm so confused. P and I are just like, what is that? Like, there's lots of hard spots and lots of stuff, but we're like, is that a knee? Is that a hip? Is that a foot? What is that? Like, I always thought there was like, there's a ball like right here usually. There used to be. This week it hasn't really been. It's been moved around, but there goes the baby. But there'll be a ball right at the top of like, right under my boobs. And I thought that was like their butt from behind. But apparently the midwife was like, well, no, I think it's their hip, like their thigh and their hip. So I don't know. This next appointment we'll be able to see where the baby is and kind of like help me envision it, because P and I are like, what? We're so confused. But every time the midwife was like, this baby has power legs. And I'm like, yeah, I freaking feel them. Speaking of it, the baby's little ball is coming back up here. I don't know if I've got that question a lot. I don't know. P can't really tell. I can't really tell, like the pressure and like the pain at the bottom. Maybe I have like a lot more painful things where like the baby's head is like ramming my hips or ramming like I don't know, my cervix. I have no idea. And it's like, oh my gosh, ow. But now it's to the point where we're safe to deliver at the birth center, and we're pretty much like, we're at the end. So it could be any moment now. And that's like the hardest part, is because like any little pain I have or like reoccurring pain, I'm like, is this it? Is this like time? Are we ready? Are we going? And then P, like if I start to like zone out or like, okay, like I'm having a pain, just like take a minute. P's like, are you okay? Like, what do we need to go? Do we need to call? What do we do? And I'm like, it's fine. Just take it down a notch. We're good. So just trying to like be aware but not like freaked out. So yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. That is my 32 to 36 week update, and hopefully it won't be the last one. We'll see. I'm going to try to film, of course, one more before the baby gets here, but maybe I'll just do a 2-week one because we don't know if we're going to last till 40 weeks. I don't know, but I'll include our pictures here. And then we actually did like do-it-yourself maternity photos inside and outside, so maybe I'll do a video talking about them, or maybe I'll include them in this video. Of course, you see them at the beginning, so, well, the outside ones. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave any questions or comments or guesses about the baby down below. What do you think the gender is going to be? How big do you think the baby will be? And what day or how many weeks do you think I will deliver the baby? Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to check out my other pregnancy updates, you can see them here. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.